Hello, my name is Mark and welcome to I'm Organic Gardening. Today's the day we're going to do an early harvest on our potatoes that we're growing in our free cardboard box. It's been about 70 days. They're a little bit past blooming. I'll show you some recordings that I did earlier. I'll show you how the plants are, and the flowers were blooming very nicely prior to this early harvest. Right now, because since my last video, I asked you, all those nice people out there that are watching my channel, if you wanted me to open up one of the boxes. So we're gonna open this front box up today and see what's going on in there. Now, there should be some potatoes there. I don't know. Please join me and let's see what's going on inside that cardboard box that I planted about, let's say 70 days ago in a free cardboard box with a little bit of soil, and you can see all the nice lush foliage here, and everything's doing very nicely. So let's start opening up that box. Here you can see all the potato foliage and also the blooms on top. If you don't have your potato plants blooming, it doesn't matter. This has been about, let's say, 60 days later after I planted it. Sometimes they bloom and sometimes they don't. It's not a concern. And the foliage is about, let's say, 2 feet above the cardboard box. So it's quite tall and very lush and healthy. This is what the flowers look like on a close-up, moving nice and gently in the breeze here. We've had lots of windy days and lots of rain. Here's our very first box in our row here, and I just want to let you know this is about 70 days later, and we're going to be opening up that cardboard box down below, and we're going to see how many potatoes we have. Now, this is considered an early harvest. This is not the main harvest because we have all this nice lush foliage still, but it's about a week or a week after blooming, and usually you have early potatoes that you can harvest if you want something, you know, to make potato salad before a holiday or some friends come over. You can harvest because this is done flowering, and we have this lush foliage. Now, when we open this up, you'll see that there's going to be a couple potatoes in there, and we don't know how many yet. I'm excited. Oh, I don't know, but I really am interested in getting some good potato salad tonight and boiling these up and making a great dinner for everybody. So here we have our cardboard box that we're going to open up. I think I'm going to start ripping this side apart first and move some leaves out of the way so we can see everything. So I'm not in the sunlight here and blocking the view. So let's move this out of the way first. These are all the leaves. And we're also going to check, a lot of people were very concerned in the very beginning, and I would be too if I haven't done this before, but I have. I would worry about the cardboard box falling apart, but you can see it's nice and strong, and we're going to just start on this edge first and rip this apart. Now, it's not that easy. Wow. There we go. There we go. So we can see how we filled everything up here. Get a better close-up here because I want to explain a couple things. Now what you see here, you see on top here we have the leaves that we put later on, and down here is my soil that I added. Now, the white roots that you see on the bottom here in the soil, these are the roots that feed the plants. These are not the roots that the potatoes grow off of. This is your potato roots. The other things, and I'll show you, is more of a thicker white, let's say, branch that comes off of the stem of the potato plant, and that's what you grow your potatoes on. And I'll list the name of that. I forgot it off the top of my head right now, but there's a specific name for that, and it doesn't bring in water to or nutrients to the potato itself or potato plant. It actually just grows potatoes at the end of this white long, I'm going to just call it, let's say, a root, but I'll list it below what is actually the name of it. So to give you some kind of background here, the story, what's going on, we planted these, again, store-bought potatoes. There's one in here, about halfway in the dirt, and another one over here. They are store-bought potatoes, and they were a red variety. We don't know what the variety is because we just bought them for store-bought. Now, they've been in the ground or inside this box for about 70 days. It's past blooming already. It says about a week ago. And now let's just move this foliage back a little here. I want to be careful. I don't want to, these are new potatoes or early potatoes, and I don't want to scratch them too much. Well, actually, I'm going to be using them for dinner tonight, or potato salad. So that's all good. Nice little worm there. And let's see what's going on in this first one here, this very edge. Let me get the box out of the way. Let's see if we can find a nice potato. We're gonna just take this up here. We're gonna loosen that up a little bit. I'm gonna go on the other side for a second. All right, here we have our first potato. Nice roots, wow. Awesome, here we go. That's what we wanna see. We're gonna just lay them on the ground and count them. There's a bunch here. Wow, got one potato so far. There's another one here. There we go. Nice. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. Now, what you don't see here, got another one down there? No, that's it. So we got 5 potatoes in that one, off of that one potato so far. But this is the key point I want to show here. A little baby one there. And now, again, this is an early harvest, but what I want to show here, and that you should know, let me get a close-up of it. So this is the most important part I want to share with you, because this is, let me get out of this light here, this is an early harvest, but you can see this here, and again, this is that long, white, like continuation of the plant here that grows a potato on the end. So I have this one here that's going to be harvested later on, this one, this one, this one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they grow off the stem of this potato plant. So we have 8 more potatoes if we let them in the ground and let the foliage die back. Again, this is just an early harvest, which is very important to have. And you can see that we're going to get 8 more potatoes if we just leave it longer in the ground. Now let's look at the other potato, because we have 2 potatoes per box, and let's see if we can get this one apart nicely so we can see everything here. Ooh, look at all that root system. Wow, here's one, a little baby one. Let's put that there. There's usually seem to be underneath here. Oh, there's one. I don't want to ruin things here. Nice. Here we go. I can feel one. Whoop, nope, that was just a bunch of leaves. Oh, here's a good one. Nice. There we go. I can feel a couple on the bottom. Oh, here we go. Very nice. Little baby one there. We'll save for later. Throw that in the back. Now, let's dig down here. Lots of foliage. Wow. Oops, microphone. Let me walk around the back here. Get some of this other foliage out of the way. Nope. Here, let's see if there's some. Ooh, nice. There we go. Oh, good. I think they're deeper down here. A bunch of little ones. Here we go. Good. Lots of roots. Wow. They really grew pretty good with all that piece of cardboard. Now, and that's it. I don't see any more. Not too bad. Let's count everything up. So our first potato that was in the back of the, or in the box, 1, unless that's too small to count, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this one we have 1, 2, 3, too small to count, 4, 5. Not bad. So we got a total of 11 potatoes out of 2 potatoes that we planted up. So how easy was that we got 6 potatoes here and 5 potatoes there for just planting 2 potatoes in a box? Now again, this is an early harvest, this is not our main harvest. We have probably another, let's say 5 potatoes that will grow later on from the plant, because we are harvesting early on both of these sides. So you can double these pretty easily. And again too, potatoes love water. They love at least 1 inch of water per week. Now, if you have them in a spot that you don't think that's getting good watering from nature or something like that, again, don't be scared to water them. We'll drain through that box very nicely. And I'll also show you a picture of the box that I ripped apart here, again, to give confirmation to you all about how that box survives very nicely for a period of time. Again, it's been 70 days so far. Last but not least, I want to show you that the cardboard box is surviving very nicely. It's not falling apart. There was a lot of concern in the beginning when I did this, started the video and planted them up in the cardboard box that it would probably fall apart pretty quickly, but you can see that it's lasting a very long time. I want to thank you so very much for watching this video in our early harvest. And again, this is just an early harvest. It's about 70 days later. We're going to wait until this other foliage on our other potato plants to see if we get a larger harvest. Again, I think I got to get out here and water pretty much an inch of water per week, so I have a bountiful harvest in the future, because with all that foliage, it's actually evaporating all that water very quickly, and I do have it in a raised bed or a raised box, and that will also drain out very quickly also too. But the box does survive and everything's looking pretty good. And until then, hopefully everything's good. We have some crazy weather coming in the future. We're going to get a lot of hailstorms lately. I just want this all to survive. And again, I enjoy showing this all to you. And please comment and like the video. Give it a good thumbs up. And also too, is that if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, because we're all learning together. We're all learning how to do this to survive our economic little problem that we have going on here. And again too, planting of potatoes is a great survival food, and it has a lot of nutrients in there. Potatoes even have protein up to 2 grams per potato. Again, enjoy and happy gardening.